Hey, what's up, guys? This is David with Team Milk Money, coming at you live from GP here in Orlando, Florida. Going over the deck profile, Scraps. It's a new deck for me, but I've been playtesting it quite a bit, and it's doing really well lately, so thought I'd share it with the world. Made some interesting techs, so I hope to share them with you and see how you feel about them. Hit me up. We're going to start right in here. We're going to go with 3 Scrap Chimeras. If you're not playing 3 Scrap Chimeras in your Scrap deck, you fail. Just let you know now. So that's mandatory. Again, with those, 3 Scrap Beasts. Level 4 Beast Tuner, Earth, again, you fail if you do not play 3. This guy in the back, he fails because he just said what?
But I'm pro.
He says he's pro, but he failed. I'll get to you later.
Anyways.
Alright, Scrap Mind Reader. This is a newer card. I was scared to add this because, you know, it's a new card. Sometimes they're hyped up. But this card, it's actually not bad. Being a level 1 tuner lets me go into a lot more than the original Scraps let me. So, for example, I can go into Barkion. I can go into Naturia Beast. Being level 1, I can synchro with, I can get a lot of different things with him. Just for him being, I don't have to use his effect to come back from the grave. I can just bring him out and synchro with something. It was really good, especially mid-game. Late game, main phase 2 synchro is fine too, but again, awesome card. I don't want to play more than 1 though. Same thing with this guy. He's good, but I don't want to have too many of them because I really don't like to use the effect too much. I mean, getting rid of a monster on my field sometimes helps, sometimes doesn't. But it does help set up good plays, so it does need to be included. That being said, 1 Scrap Hunter. Scrap Searcher. Now, this was a little questionable, and I've been teching this in. It does give me the option of giving like a level 1 tuner just to make, you know, give it an extra oomph with everything else. Again, being Earth can help me go into the Naturia synchros and possibly Formula Synchron with Mind Reader. But it's so rare that that'll happen, so I won't even play the Formula Synchron. But I do like it, and I will include it. Love it sitting in the grave because it comes out whenever. Scrap Goblin, again, great card, level 3 tuner. Same effect as Scrap Beast, coming back from, or giving any other Scrap monster from your grave as soon as it dies from a Scrap effect. So I love hitting Scrap Storm or using, again, the Scrap Hunter, grabbing Chimera back to the hand. So it just sets up a lot of things. And Chimera is so key to this deck, so any way you can get him back to your hand, it's plus. Now here's a super secret tech. A lot of people are playing Gravekeepers, which is nice. It does win. I go a different route. I play Hamster. Why do I play Hamster? Because Raikou is so broken in this deck. It is so broken. Who says no to destroying a backfield and milling 3? Now you can ask maybe 5 or 6 people how many times I flipped Raikou, milled a Scrap Beast, and then normal summon Chimera. Would not have been able to do that with a Gravekeeper, let me tell you. 3 Raikous, awesome. You can go down to 2, depends on preference, but I love 3. With 2 Hamsters, backing them up. Big defense, monster removal. Let's go. To help out with the milling, and also have the Treeborn Frog, coming back for pretty much just for destruction fodder. You can knock out something with Scrap Dragon, give it something else to target. So it's a good card. It also gives you your field presence. It's a sacrifice for Scrap Golem if you happen to top deck it for some reason. Who says no to Card Trooper? Come on now. Milling, draw 1. It's an instant add-in. Looking for an Ultra, so if anybody has one, hit me up. Alright, Scrap Dragon, again for field presence, gives you a level 5 to bring out to special, and then bring out, where's he at? Bring out Scrap Goblin, and immediately on turn 1 go for Scrap Dragon. Awesome. Anyway, moving on. Here's a Scrap Golem. I play them in 2s because 3 is too much. Do not get it twisted. It is too much. It's completely awesome. I love it because you can get rid of the monster to tribute. Let's say I tribute Scrap Beast. Bring him out, then bring out the Scrap Beast again, and then I can get single for level 9. Or just by themselves, that's 3,900. That's half somebody's life points. Just him alone. He does so much damage. But I play them in 2s for space reasons. In place of the 3rd, I like to get some removal and play Caius. Don't look at me funny when I say this, but that card is awesome. If you haven't won with it, you, my friend, the one behind you, you're a fail. This card is awesome, and it wins games. And like I said, with the Treeborn and everything else bringing field presence, it will pop off. But that's it for the monster lineup. Let's go on this one. We got 2 Scrap Storms. I was debating whether or not to use 3, but again, it's one of those effects I don't want to really use too often. It's nice to pop off when they hit Bottomless on the Scrap Beast, or try to do something to get rid of the Beast, because they get scared. So yeah, use this, mill, send, get a whole bunch of things back. It sets up the Chimera again with the Scrap Beast or Scrap Goblin. So yeah, it's really good. 2 MSTs. This whole deck's about destruction and removal, so getting rid of that backfield early helps. So I play 2 of these. Enough said. 2 Book of Moons. I play Raikos and Hamsters. Do I really need to explain why? Why not? A Mind Control, because I do play a lot of tuners. With the high-level tuners, I can pretty much mind control and sync with anything, into anything. So it makes it really, really playable. In place, I do play Trunade, and some people play Cold Wave with this deck, but I have a certain other preference, and I'd rather play Trunade, get them off the field, and not have to worry about it, because it might be a Book of Moon. You never know. Book of Moon hurts. Let's be honest, Book of Moon hurts, especially with so many tuners in the deck. So let's just move the Trunade and for the win. Let's go. Foolish Burial, again, sets up so many plays. Chimera's at 3 in the deck, so being able to turn a dead hand into an instant Scrap Dragon, always a plus. But if you already have all the Scrap Beasts in the grave, then you can always send the Treeborn or something in there to recur later. Great card. Obviously the staples, Monster Horn, Dark Hole, have to be in every deck. Let's move on to the traps. We got Torrential Tribute. These haven't been staples in any of my decks for the last 3 years, but I'm glad they're all back here in this deck because I love them to death. Mirror Force and Torrential for obvious reasons. I like Call of the Haunted here because, again, with Scrap Golem, pulling him back from the grave just immediately gives you 2 cards, field presence, and again gives you that quick option to synchro and just go into so much damage. I've played on turn 2. You can, like I said, tribute Scrap Beast for Scrap Golem, and then Call the Haunted. After you roll, you'll Scrap Golem. Here, give me this. Tribute Beast for Scrap Golem. I've already done this, and don't tell me this is not possible. Tribute Scrap Beast for Scrap Golem. Special Summon Scrap Beast. Synchro for like Gothams or something, the level 9. Synchro into Gothams, Call the Haunted, bring this back, and go for almost 7,000 damage. That's almost game. You haven't even done anything else. So this card, so great, so great. In place of Cold Wave, do not shoot me, ladies and gentlemen at home. Do not shoot me. I love Trapstun. Trapstun gives the biggest pair of cojones, let's say, to the timidest of players. Not having to worry about Mirror Force, Torrential, Bottomless, Solemn Warning. It gives you so much. Yeah, you just drop everything you have on the field. They can't respond unless it's Book of Moon, which is why I have the Trunade. But this shuts up so many answers. And it's chainable, so I can go Standby Phase, Trapstun, and then bring back the Treeborn. So it gets rid of stuff. 2 Bottomless. I consider it a staple in this deck. There's not really much to go against Scrap Dragon, so they have to synchro to get rid of them. So it's 2 for them. I like playing Oppression here, because with the Trapstun, the marketing writes itself. 2 Trapstuns and Oppression? What do you say to a full field of Scrap monsters and you can't special summon? I say you scoop. And 1 Raigeki Break. And I say this because sometimes I just want to pitch a beast, or I want to pitch that Treeborn far. So everything just hits the grave easy. It gets an instant piece of removal. You hit your face down monsters and stuff like that. So, like I said, a lot of destruction going on with this deck. It's really fun, easily playable. It's not really that expensive, unless you have the Synchro deck. But it's a really good deck. I like it. But for the Synchros, we're going to go real quick. We got 1 Mistborn, 1 X-Saber Gothams, because you can go with it with the level 4 Earths, and you can Synchro with the Golem. Then, of course, Scrap Twin Dragon, instant piece of removal. I'm supposed to have 3 Scrap Dragons. I sold or traded, so I'm going to get a couple more for this deck. Colossal, Stardust, for my level 8s. My level 7s are pretty simple. 1 Scrap Archfiend, just in case I go for Scrap Goblin. Black Rose Dragon, never say no. And we got these fun.